what's going on. But to top it all that, I was in school. I was pursuing my second undergrad degree in education because I felt that God was calling me into education. So I was in the midst of trying to complete school, raise my children, get stability back. My father died, grieving. I'm depressed, and the Lord is telling me I'm going to find life in the midst of all this. Didn't understand it. Well, over the course of time, the Lord has began to reveal what He has put on. He began to me to reveal my purpose. And He said, your purpose in life is to be a life coach. And I said, okay, Lord. Oh, you want me to be an encourager. You want me to help people get to maximize their full potential. Okay, why would I want to do that? And right now, my world is crashing. And He said, because I'm going to teach you. So during the course of Him teaching me of becoming a life coach, because He kept telling me a teacher is a life coach, I had to begin to see life in my situation. I had to begin to see life in the midst of my pain, my depression, my losses. I had to begin to see life. That means He didn't want me just to survive, because I felt like I was going through life just surviving. But to have life, you have to thrive. So He was teaching me how to thrive in life. And when you thrive in life, you begin to produce life. You begin to heal. You begin to nurture. You begin to encourage. You begin to build up. You begin to strengthen. You begin to be determined. You begin to pursue your passion that God has given in you, because it's your thrive. That's what you wake up for. You wake up thriving and knowing that you're walking in your passion. And that's what I was doing. I was walking in my passion. And so as I began writing and began to heal and began to minister, first I had to minister to myself. I had to start to begin to speak life into my situation. I had to start to encourage myself. I had to become my own biggest cheerleader. I had to be determined not to give up. When there were days when I wanted to give up, I couldn't, because there was something on the inside of me that kept pushing, that kept thriving, that kept driving me to wake up every day to do this. So over the course of time, I would say about 2011, 2012, about 2010, 2012, things began to turn around for me. Began to gain stability, began to, thought I was, building, connecting, speaking life, building into other life, speaking to other lives, doing what God has called me to do. Then the ultimate thing happened. My mother suddenly passed away. That was the most devastating thing. But to top it off, I was the one who had to funeralize my mother. I had to give her eulogy. I had to funeralize my mom. And I'm like, okay, being a minister and being a life coach and trying to, I was rebuilding my life back first. But I still had that drive and passion. So when I went home to do the funeral of my mom, he said, you'll see what I mean about you producing life. And during that moment, that space, people ask me how, I don't know if I could have did that. That's your mother. It seemed I had strength that I never thought that I ever had, no matter all the things I've been through, and I thought I was strong. But the strength that God has enabled me to have on that particular moment in that space was one of the greatest moments of my life, which should have been the most saddest moment of my life, turned out to be the most greatest moment of my life, because life was produced. And that right there, I knew from that moment on that being a life coach is my calling, is my purpose, is my drive, because I'm determined to speak life into people, into their situation, to help them, to encourage them to reach their full potential, to see the joy in their eyes when they accomplish or reach the goals that they have set out to do. That's my passion, that's my purpose. And as I began to pursue that, I recently graduated with my master's in human services and counseling with a concentration of life coaching. And in this space, God has opened so many opportunities, placed me in so many realms of influence that is just unremarkable. I'm going on a new journey. Finna relocate, have a relocation. He's moving to me a different region, and I'm excited about that. I'll be in Georgia. I can't wait. And he has opened the door for me to be a life coach at in a place where I never imagined that I would be speaking life into others. So I'm looking forward to it. And the book is my story, but it's also to let others know, just because the world is upside down, you don't have to live upside down with it. You can still live right side up and produce life. And one of the things that God has reminded me, he said, to be a life coach, to be the best life coach that you can be, you have to go through some life experiences in order to be able to understand where people are coming and where they are going and where they have come from. And I understand that now. I can't tell my whole story. You have to read the book to find out all the story. But what I want to leave with you today is this. You can still produce life. Our journey here in this space and in this moment is not to just survive. We are here to thrive and to speak life and to encourage and build others. So that's my motto, and that's always been my motto, is to always smile, because someone does love you, and that person is God and me, and I mean that. And the other thing that my other saying is, when the world crashes, you don't have to crash with it. You can still produce life. You can find life in your midst of your storm, and you will find life after your storm, even though you have shattered pieces. So I hope that I have inspired and encouraged someone today with my story, not all my story, but some of my story. And if you would like a copy of my book when it's out, you can give me your email address. We can hook up by giving me your email address, and I will put you on my mailing list. My email address is tamikoShobbs@gmail.com. That is spelled TAMIKOHOBBS@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Twitter, and my Twitter account is @MysteryMeek, and that is Mystery Meek, MysteryMeek, Mystery Meek. Or you can contact me on Facebook, and it's Tamiko Hobbs. That again is TAMIKOHOBBS. I look forward to connecting with you. I look forward from hearing from you soon, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this event. Like I said, God has opened a lot of spaces, and this is one of the spaces that He's allowed me to come and share my voice. because I believe that my voice has something to say that can be uplifting and encouraging to someone. God bless you. May the blessings and the peace of the Lord rest upon you. And I thank you once again for allowing me to be here today. And my name again is Tamika Serena Hobbs. And God bless you.